We are live. Hello, dear
Hel-
friends and dear community. Hello, Alba.
Hello, Oana. How are you?
Oh, great, great. It's a sunny beginning of the afternoon in during the week, and I'm happy to be here with you. And I'm sure you're gonna inspire everybody, and you're gonna inspire me with your story. And we're gonna learn plenty, plenty of new things from you.
Yeah, let's say we pass the inspiration forward.
Yes, exactly, exactly. And for people who don't know us, my name is Juana. I'm 37 years old, and I am a previous accountant. But now I'm about to become a network marketer professional, a professional one. And thanks to this field and thanks to my new job and my new activity, I'm so happy to meet amazing people every single day. And Albana is one of them. We met in the online world and we had a very good connection together. And I got so much inspired by Albana. So I said, I'm going to take some time every single month to invite and to help you get inspired by amazing people in my network and in our community to see what they have to offer. And because it's March, it's still the Women's Month. I invited Albana today because she's a strong woman. And I'm sure she's gonna explain us a little bit about her field, mindset coaching, and how that can help us. But first, Albana, welcome. And I would like to ask you a little bit to tell us more about yourself. Who is Albana? Albana.
Thank you very much for invite. It's a great opportunity to be here with you. And indeed, I'm very passionate to spread around this coaching culture because it really helps people. It has helped me first. So actually, I live in Luxembourg. I work for a corporate. I'm a great professional of procurement. I'm a senior
Oh,
manager. I have a small team working for Vodafone. I enjoy my job, but on top of this, I have discovered that I love coaching too. So in Vodafone is a coaching culture, and I got trained 2 years ago to become a coaching champion too. So this is how I ended up into coaching practice, coaching activity, and I loved that education, that training process. On top of this, I reflected a bit and I understood that, by the way, coaching is not some science, monopolistic activity for only some people, but we do it at a daily basis. Uh, we do it naturally in our family life. We do it at work. We do it in communication with people. And I reflected a bit on coaching, how I ended up now becoming a coach. Yeah.
yeah, that's a very good question. So, how come that you managed from moving to procurement to coaching? Because, as you said, indeed, we are coaching every single day. When you do something with passion and when you have a life experience, you are coaching, but you go much more behind coaching. So, yeah, how
Mm.
come that you do it?
So I'm a person like everybody listening here. I'm just a normal person. And as everybody in this life, I struggled from challenges here and there in my life. And I was struggling within my limits, my capabilities to find solutions. And I was thinking that this is the solution for a problem, for example, and I was trying it harder and harder all the time, repeated, just keep doing that harder and harder. So hitting the head on the same wall, bum and bum and bum all the time. At a certain point, I understood it's not about working harder, trying harder, but trying smarter. And at that point, I thought, if I don't have the knowledge, the smartness myself, because I'm just a human being, I have just a life experience, is out there other people who have gone through the same, have learned the lessons, have shared them. There are a lot of books and YouTubes and videos. So just search in Google and YouTube and you find a response for everything. This is how I started myself. Whenever I had a big challenge in my life, I was looking for answers that I couldn't find within myself. I was searching outside. And like this, I started learning something, trying implementing it, learn something, try implement it. And I was trying it into my let's say into my relationships, at my career path. I was trying it while parenting, because I am a mom of a teenager. So I was trying this wisdom I was learning into my personal life, and I recognized that it works. So I was enriching my wisdom day after day. I was trying it, and that was working. That was providing huge relief from previous frustration of hitting the head against the same wall over and over again. I was finding these aha moments, these different perspectives, different, let's say, paradigm shifts that make me overcome a lot of challenges much more easier, much more successfully. And I was enjoying the relief from pain, and I was enjoying the satisfaction from success into all these roles. So I saw the benefit and I wanted to do it more. So during this period, let's say there are 15 years now, that I'm studying day after day. So all the time you'll see me with headsets on, listening some audiobooks, some YouTube lectures about psychology, about mindset, about human behavior, because I'm very hungry to know more and more and learn more and implement it at my daily basis. So this has been my story, how I got in love naturally, gradually with coaching, because I was self-coaching. I was coaching myself. I was trying to coach people closer around me, my daughter, my friends, my team members. So I was kind of doing coaching. Sounds like a big word, but essentially coaching is nothing else than engaging, partnering with a person to help that person identify and optimize their potential.
Wow, that's very interesting. So you are one of those people that self-learners actually.
Exactly.
And
So
yeah, sorry,
I
go
got
ahead.
some training in Vodafone. I bought several courses indeed. I'm investing into myself. I see the value. I love it. I'm passionate and I see the benefit. So I have invested myself. I have bought several courses about
Mhm,
psychology, about human behavior, about mindset, and about coaching as well. So to build up my, let's say, technical capabilities to
mhm,
deliver quality coaching. And at first, this knowledge has helped myself, because I try to experiment any new principle, any new idea, any new perspective within my life.
mhm.
And if I'm searching for a solution for wisdom, it is because there is a pain within me first.
Yeah, no, that's true. And here we are aligned because for me it was the same. I felt the need. I was crushing my head into a wall, and I said, okay, I need to find something that it's gonna put me on a different track. And that's why I got to what I'm doing now, which is also, let's say, a form of coaching, contact with people, trying to help people because that's very important. And I'm sure you agree with me. It's very important to feel that the feeling that you can bring a contribution to this world, your own contribution in your own way. And
Yeah,
that's
it's great that you're sharing a common experience because there are a lot of people there out under the pain, yeah, under pain, under frustration, angry, unhappy, and they say that's all, this is my destiny, this is my fate, so I have to suffer. And they learn to suffer, they get it a habit, they get the inertia that gets their comfort zone because people kind of show some empathy, and that is kind of a reward. My point is that when people have pain, that's not a negative thing. That is just a feedback that you are not comfortable with the situation you are in. It is a signal for change. You need to make a change in your life. The problem is that people do not know how to make that change and they get stuck there, stop there. The opportunity is though that you find the way out, and if you cannot find it yourself, you can search for it, you can ask for help. This is very important.
wow, that's you put it very well because also I meet every day, I meet people that they don't know the way out, even financially or mentally, they don't feel well in what they are doing. Like I was before, I was that person, and I never stopped looking for solutions. Never. I said, okay, it cannot life cannot just be like this, just this. It should be something more. And when you start searching and searching and searching, it may take years. Like for you, you said 15 years, 15 years to to build yourself from what you were to what you are now. That strong woman, businesswoman that you are now. And I have a question for you because I know that when you are involved in a full-time job, and you also have a family, it's difficult to, on a daily basis, to implement what you learn. How did you manage to do that? How was it for you?
Yeah, it's not easy, but life is never easy. In
Correct.
whatever situation you are, it's not easy thing always. So and I think I'm now pressed between a full time job, family requiring a wife and a mother, a person that contribute in family is present, and on top of this is my passion and my calling for coaching. So there are three important things in my life, and I'm pressed between them because I'm passionate person and I passionately engage in any of these activities and these roles of mine. So this has caused a bit of frustration and pain that you really
Yeah.
captured there. But you know what? As I told you before, pain is always an opportunity for growth. So, so we have not planned this discussion, but actually, in this period of time, I'm studying, I'm searching wisdom on how people can do things that they want to do. They do not get distracted from all these triggers, all these demanding triggers that kind of can get you distracted. And I bought a course as well about Asian efficiency, and I'm reading a lot of books
Mhm.
about so be getting undistractable into understanding human behavior for at first point, why we do what we do first.
Oh, yeah. That's a very good question.
Yeah, and the point is that a lot of people want to do something, but at the end of they find out that they have done totally different things,
Mhm.
and they are beating up themselves, they are losing self-esteem, they are not really achieving their targets. So my target is to be a great professional, a great family member, and a great coach. If I want to do really these three things, how I can manage my time better so I'm more productive and I get to do things that I want to do in life. So I don't end up doing other things that are beyond these three targets. Mm, and I mean, initially it was difficult for me, frankly speaking. And I have a lot of people I coach that were struggling with the same thing. So these words, why I'm not really doing what I want to do, what I plan to do, was coming from one of my coaches. And that put me into thinking mode, and I was thinking about myself. I was trying for solutions. I started this research, and I'm planning to create a course about this topic that is, I believe, in information era, in digital era, we are really distractible. We are invaded with so much options, opportunities on how we can spend time that afterwards we end up doing things that we were not meant to do. And we are losing our targets. So I'm trying to build up a course into this specific topic by compiling all the wisdom that I found out and helped me myself. Uh, I experiment that method on me. I experiment it on my coaches, and afterwards I want to generalize it, make it available to more people around that struggle with the same problem. So by this, we gave, let's say, a showcase, an example how coaching can help people into sorting a certain life challenge. So, time management and being focused and achieving what you plan to achieve, being in target, living a purposeful life is really a challenge nowadays in digital era. So this is one of coaching themes that I'm focusing right now to exactly address what you mentioned. How can you manage to all of this?
I know, because that's a problem, and that's a problem for a lot of people. Because, from what I noticed also in my past experience, from moving out of the books, I not later than this morning, I was talking to one of my team colleagues, saying, before starting my business, I was so much into books. I was reading a lot, but not have the chance to really apply, and not have the chance to stick to one commitment, to say, okay, I'm gonna practice this week the time management, this skill of time management. And I think that's very, very important. I'm sure I'm not the only one in this situation. And yeah, for me, I found a way of network marketing. For me, it helps me a lot with managing my time, with setting my agenda, and with setting my priorities. But it's not the same for everybody. So I'm sure plenty of professionals would love to uh, to hear more about. Okay, how can I translate
Hmm.
it into my daily life? Everything. Wow.
Yeah. And there are a lot of people trying hard to do something and do it for some time and afterwards stop it, fail with it. And that's why I was after this theme, why we do what we do.
Mm.
So it is more NLP, neuro linguistic practice, is more psychology that study human behavior. So why we do what we do? Because when you understand how human behavior function, then you can tweak it to your benefit, to your convenience. So by applying it you're conscious. So I have studied a lot about this, and this has been helpful to help my people, to help the coaches into identifying the root cause of the challenge, rather than I mean rather than kind of managing the consequences. So just giving small tips here and there how you can manage slightly consequences, kind of putting a bandage on a wound. What I'm trying is to identify the root cause on why we struggle and we fail, for example, to do something that we want to do. And so I ended up studying about subconscious and conscious, the relationship amongst them. And the fact is that all people, all us human beings, are acting 90%, 95% of time on autopilot
Yes.
based on our subconscious wisdom. And only 5% of our choices and decisions are based on the conscious that can make different choices, evaluations, or decisions. So only 5% control. And it is very low. That's why people end up doing the same thing over and over and over again because they are driven from subconscious 95% of time. And that power of conscious 5% of that is very weak and you need to optimize it. And
Yes.
how you can optimize, how conscious can take over the subconscious is very difficult. It requires a lot of science and art. And this is what I try to do. Dig down into people's subconscious. What is their beliefs on a certain situation? What are the lenses they use to see a reality? There are essentially in the subconscious are set up two things. The lenses, how people see the reality,
Mm.
and the thing is that we do not see the reality as it is. We see it as we are. Yeah. So we have each person has unique lenses. Nobody is the same as the other person. So when we talk with somebody, keep in mind everybody see a reality differently. Yeah. So the reality is the territory, the way we see it is the map, and everybody has a different map that not all the time is the same as the reality. And we tend to either delete information from reality, either distort, magnify, minimize, or generalize. Yeah. So when we do this, so the perception, the meaning we give to the reality is different from everybody. This is the very first topic I try to understand when I coach somebody. So what is set in their subconscious? What are the lenses through which they see the reality? And are these lenses, let's say, myopic, or they cannot see long term, short term? Are they magnifying a problem? Are they dark, seeing pessimistic? So try to understand the why behind these lenses, because when you build awareness why you see things like this, maybe you can that is the very first step to see things differently, to correct your lenses. So in my coaching, this is first thing. Check out what are the lenses instilled in somebody's subconscious and utilize the conscious to correct these lenses. The second topic that I help people in coaching is about a reaction to reality. So let's say we cleared up our lenses and the reality still is not that beautiful, is more beautiful than before. It's still a problem there. Now, the reaction to reality is very important. So they say is 90-10% rule. So 90% depend on how you react, and 10% on how the trigger is. So we have a lot of power to choose how we react and become responsible, take control on our destiny, create our reality, whatever comes in front of us, because we have to be responsible. In other words, a response able. So helping my coaches to become a response able is the second topic that I manage in my coaching sessions.
I'm really impressed. I will have goosebumps on my on my hand for sure because I'm really impressed. Honestly, we did in our network marketing activity. We also have plenty of personal development because it's a hard activity, and not only network marketing, but everyday life. It's a hard task to manage, and and we also have some. We learned something about the subconscious mind and conscious mind, and that based on what you say, also this conscious mind should be like put a break on everything, the reality that you have in your unconscious mind, which is yourself only.
Mm.
And
Yeah,
that's a good it's a good weapon to use, the conscious mind. Not easy
yeah.
to do it.
Yeah, so yeah, I can give a quick metaphor here how subconscious and conscious mind can be envisaged or seen in a real life. So imagine there is a ship, mm, and there is the staff, the crew of the ship, and the leader, the commandant, the captain of the ship. Yeah, so the crew is the subconscious, and the captain of the ship is the conscious. So the majority of work is done from the crew, 95%. So they put the engine on, they change things, they do the whole job. There are so many. And the subconscious has such a speed of uh, neurologic transactions done in a day. There are thousands, yeah, transactions the subconscious can do in a second. There are hundreds of thousands. Meanwhile, the captain is just a person. He can do just few things, but of a different nature. And he has a certain speed that it is much lower than the subconscious. The intensity or of activities the captain can do. So it's the same with the brain, subconscious and conscious. Now these two staff elements should talk amongst them. Subconscious, the crew can go there, put the engine on, and do what they do always the same way, and they got the routine. Now, if you have, let's say, an iceberg in front of you, the conscious should take direction and say, you have to change direction and need to give this command to the crew. Now, the point is that the crew sometimes listens, sometimes doesn't listen. Finding the way how the captain talk to the crew is the same way that we need to find to make the conscious talking to the subconscious, because that saves lives, that improve lives. That is very important.
You touch me deep in my heart, and in my conscious and in my subconscious. You touched everything in me. I'm transmit a lot of emotion, and that's true. We need to control our subconscious, our fears, our limits coming from here, from childhood, from all the
Yeah.
experience, all the luggages that we had in this life. And I'm sure, Alba, you are the gift the nature put in our path to help us do this. And if you can leave people that are watching us or they will watch us with one thought or one advice, what would be this one?
Uh, so I would advise people nowadays to stop being a consumer, but being a value creator, meaning that you just stop being laid back, reactive, waiting for things to happen to you and play the victim of what happens to you, but try to turn on the other side, create your destiny, create your reality. So rather than consuming value created from others, become a value creator yourself, for yourself
Oh,
and for the others.
I'm very touched because we are
This will
very
make the
almost aligned.
difference. This will make
Okay.
the difference from a person being a victim to a person thriving in life.
Yes. And for sure we have solutions. If you want to know more, Albana is the right person to reach. For sure. She has
I'd love
all the
to.
weapons and she's gonna help you um, overcome this limit, this block in your mind, and really be set yourself in that direction of going, finding, and going on your own path. And thank you very much, Albana, for being here. So reach out to Albana or reach out to me, and I will drive you to Albana. And I'm
Wonderful.
sure that that our partnership doesn't stop here, Albana.
Not of course. I'd love to help anybody. I take all your challenges as a personal challenge and I'll strive to study, understand how to sort it out together with you. You can have a strategy call with me, which is free of charge. I can share the link if you allow me, Oana,
Sure, sure, of course. Feel free.
into the comments. So feel free to book an discovery call with me. I'd love to learn about your story, about your challenge, and give you some strategies and hints to overcome it in a different way uh, that you have tried up to now. Okay, thank you very
Feel
much
free.
for the
I'm
invite. It
more than
was
happy to have you here. More than happy.
Thank you very much. I wish you all the best in your group and your activity.
Thank you very much, and all the best for you too. And leave the link here in the comments or in the post. You can give me. I can put it in the post.
Yeah, of course.
And I'm sure you inspired plenty of people today. And we that's just the beginning.
Hope so. Thank you.
Thank,
Bye.
thank you. Bye bye, everybody.
Bye.
Have a
Bye.
wonderful spring, and feel free to reach out to us. Bye bye. Bye, Albana.
Bye.